to go.
Lawrence! Yo, what's up?
This is Danny Gathon for ESBR Boxing in Manchester. We're at the final press conference for Lawrence Coley versus David Light. It's a pleasure to be joined with the main man at the Cronk Gym, Lawrence Coley's new trainer, Sugar Hill Stewart. Sugar, how are we doing?
I'm doing very good. You probably wondering why I'm standing here looking like a boss. You know, I don't normally stand like this. It's a little bit chilly in here, so I'm just kind of keeping myself warm. So I'm doing very well other than that.
It's very chilly, it's very wet as well, but we'll not sit and talk about that. First fight with Lawrence Coley, you've been working with him for a couple of months now. How's that been?
It's been fun, it's been interesting, and it's been a lot of learning for me. Also a lot of learning for Lawrence, and we're both happy with what we've done and what we accomplished and where we are right now coming into this fight on Saturday.
You've worked with some brilliant fighters over the years, some very heavy punchers. The Cronk style is known for being a fight-ending seeking style. Lawrence is a fighter who's known for his power above else. Where does Lawrence's power rank amongst the fighters you've worked with?
I don't know yet. We have to be able to ask me that after Saturday, and maybe even a little bit more after Saturday. I can't really tell you right now, but he punches pretty good on the mitts. He's been punching pretty good in the gym with sparring partners and on the bag. So it all means nothing except for on the night.
100%. He's in there against the mandatory challenger, David Light. A bit of an unknown quantity in these shores. From what you've studied, you've looked at David Light. What sort of test do you think he'll pose in there on Saturday night?
I think it'll be a very technical fight. David Light is he's got loads of experience. I've looked at him and I know what abilities that he has and what threats he poses to Lawrence. So I think it'll be a technical fight until Lawrence finds his way and sets something up, something beautiful, and gets tonight over with.
Lawrence has had a bit of an up and down 12 months, not in the ring of course, but in terms of his management situation, his promotional situation. From spending time with Lawrence, does that seem to be all behind him now and he's a happy fighter again?
I would definitely say yes, because those things we never discussed. I'm just not hearing about these things right now, this week, about, I guess, whatever troubles he had in the past, because those things were never brought up in the gym in our conversations. I'm always trying to be positive and keep my fighter on a positive note. So he's been very happy, and I haven't seen any signs of, whatever happened in the past bothering him at all, one bit.
Sugar, I know you're probably sick of talking about this and you're here for Lawrence, but I've got to ask you about Tyson.
You got to ask me about Tyson too.
I've got to ask you.
He's doing very well. We spent me and Lawrence spent some time in Tyson's gym last week and some of this week, and we enjoyed being around him. Real happy spirits. Those two have been with each other before in the training camp when Tyson fought Deontay Wilder for the first fight. So it was good for those two guys to get back together and actually, talk about some things and look at each other and how they've changed so much. And it's been pretty good.
Just with regards to the potential fight with Oleksandr Usyk, obviously members of Team Usyk, Alex Krasik, Ignis Klimas have made some comments that would indicate the fight's not going to go ahead on April 29th. I know you've obviously your focus has been Lawrence this week, but from conversations,
thanks for saying that.
From conversations you've had with Tyson, what do you think the chances we see that fight on April 29th are?
I haven't really had a conversation with him about it, other than when I first got here, he put me on notice that possibly this fight may happen, and that was pretty much it. So obviously it was something that he wanted to happen, and he was trying to make happen, but I guess from what everyone's telling me and what I'm hearing, it's not happening right now, so it's about the same as it was when I got here.
There's been people on social media, fans, who've accused Tyson of ducking Usyk. You've worked with Tyson for what must be 2.5, 3 years now. From what you understand of Tyson's personality, the way he is as a fighter, do you think it's possible he's ducking the fight, or do you think that's just not in his nature?
Do I think what?
It's possible Tyson could be ducking the fight with Usyk. That's what a lot of fans are saying online.
It's very possible in other people's eyes, but Tyson wants to fight. But if they feel he's ducking, then that's fine. It's okay. In life, you don't have to prove anything to everybody. So yeah, some people say he's ducking, some people say Usyk is ducking. So I don't think either one of these guys are ducking each other. I just think it's kind of, I don't want to say out of their hands, but it's been put into hands of other people who have to control that and try to make that happen. And that's what it is. If it was left up to those two guys personally, they'd be fighting, but it's not. It's bigger than them, and it's more than them. So here we are now talking about something and blaming fighters for ducking, and they don't even have the control over it.
Just lastly on Tyson, if it's not Usyk on April 29th, whenever it may be, have you any idea who it would be? Andy Ruiz has been very vocal and calm for the fight. Is that a potential fight that interests you?
I haven't heard one thing. I've been hearing David Light, and I've been hearing Lawrence Okoli. It's all I've been hearing is those two names, because I'm very focused on what I have in front of me. And Lawrence Okoli's fight is very serious. It's a championship fight. It's him defending his championship, and we're just not working together. Me and Tyson have been working together for almost 3 years now. So other than the time we spent back in 2010, but yeah, I spent plenty of time with Tyson. Now it's Lawrence Okoli's time. So I want to make sure I give him all of my time so I can be the professional that I am and make sure that he goes out there Saturday night and gets what he so much wants and deserves.
Just a quick word on another fighter in your stable, if you don't mind. Ben Whittaker, frustrating year for him, picked up quite a bad injury, was out for a while, seems to be back training, back in the gym. Any idea on a potential return date for Ben Whittaker? I
saw a post that said May 6th in Birmingham, so that's about all I know about it.
Sugar Hill, thanks very much, appreciate your time.
All right, thank you. All right.